Kyrie Irving's world was rocked. The news hit him like a ton of bricks. The Dallas Mavericks had traded Luka Doncic, a move that shocked the entire basketball community. His friend and teammate was gone, leaving a void that was hard to fill. It was a lot to process, both emotionally and mentally. Irving spoke to the press, trying to make sense of it all. His words were filled with emotion, reflecting the deep bond he shared with Doncic. He talked about a grieving process, something he never expected to go through in his career. The NBA is a business and trades are part of the game. Sometimes it's a cruel one. Irving understood this harsh reality, but understanding doesn't make it easier to accept. He felt for the fans. They were hurting too, sharing in his sense of loss. He knew he needed to be strong, not just for himself but for the entire team. He had to lead the team forward, guiding them through this challenging time. Irving wasn't alone in this. The team rallied around him. The entire Mavericks organization was adjusting, trying to find a new rhythm. Doncic's departure left a void, one that wouldn't be easy to fill, but every ending is a new beginning, and the team had to look forward. The Mavericks welcomed Anthony Davis, a new star to help them rebuild. He came in the trade with the Lakers, bringing hope and excitement. The NBA world watched with bated breath, eager to see how this new chapter would unfold. Doncic was introduced as a Laker. The excitement was palpable, a new journey beginning for him as well. He and Anthony Davis were a formidable duo on paper, a pairing that promised great things. But would they live up to the hype? Only time would tell, as the basketball world watched closely. Kyrie Irving understood the situation. He knew the NBA was a league where change was constant, and nothing was guaranteed. The NBA wasn't just about friendships. It was a high-stakes environment where decisions were made for the greater good of the team. It was a business. Trades happened, players moved on, teams had to make tough choices to stay competitive. It was the nature of the game, but that didn't make it any easier to swallow. The emotional toll was real. Irving had formed a strong bond with Doncic. Their chemistry on the court was undeniable. They were a dynamic duo on the court. Their synergy was a key factor in the team's success. Off the court, they were close friends. Their bond extended beyond basketball. The trade wasn't personal, it was business. Decisions had to be made for the future of the franchise. But for Irving, it felt deeply personal. The move affected him on a profound level. He knew he had to compartmentalize. He had to separate his emotions from his professional responsibilities. He had to focus on the task at hand. The season was still ongoing and there was work to be done. The Mavericks were still in contention. The fans believed in the team, and so did Irving. They had a new superstar in Anthony Davis. His arrival brought new hope and excitement. It was time to adapt and move forward. The team had to integrate Davis and find their new rhythm. Irving had always been a competitor. His drive and determination were unwavering. He was driven to win a championship. That goal remained his primary focus. This trade, as difficult as it was, hadn't changed that. It only fueled his desire to succeed. He was determined to make the best of the situation. He would lead by example and inspire his teammates. He would use this as fuel to push himself and his team. The journey was far from over, and Irving was ready for the challenge. The arrival of Anthony Davis brought a wave of excitement. He was a dominant force in the paint. His presence alone changed the dynamic of the Mavericks. Fans were eager to see how he would mesh with Irving. Davis was known for his versatility. He could score inside and out. His defensive prowess was equally impressive. He was a game-changer in every sense of the word. The Mavericks had a lot of potential. They had a mix of youth and experience. They had scoring power and defensive tenacity. The question was, could they put it all together? Irving was optimistic. He saw the potential in this team. He knew it wouldn't be easy. There would be growing pains. But he was confident they could find their rhythm. Section 4. A dream pairing. Kyrie Irving had always admired Anthony Davis. They had talked about playing together one day. Now, that dream had become a reality. Irving was excited about the possibilities. Davis brought a new dimension to the Mavericks' offense. He was a constant threat in the paint. This opened up space for Irving to operate. Their skill sets complemented each other perfectly. Irving envisioned a potent pick-and-roll game. He could dish the ball to Davis for an easy dunk, or he could pull up for a jump shot. The possibilities were endless, but their partnership extended beyond offense. They were both committed to defense. They understood the importance of playing at both ends of the court. Together, they could be a force to be reckoned with. Section 5, a rocky start. The Mavericks' first game after the trade was against the Philadelphia 76ers, a formidable opponent. It was a closely contested battle with both teams giving their all, but the Mavericks fell short, losing 118-116 in a nail-biting finish. It was a disappointing start to a new era, leaving fans and players alike feeling deflated. Irving had a decent game, showcasing his skills and determination. He scored 28 points and dished out 7 assists, proving his worth on the court. But it wasn't enough to secure the victory, leaving the team searching for answers. The team was still adjusting to their new roles and trying to find their rhythm. It was clear that chemistry wouldn't develop overnight, and patience was needed. It would take time for the players to gel and understand each other's playing styles. There would be bumps along the way. But Irving remained confident and focused. He knew they had the talent to compete at the highest level. The loss to the 76ers was a setback, but not a defining moment. But it wasn't the end of the world. It was just the beginning of a long journey. It was a learning experience, a chance to grow and improve. The Mavericks would learn from their mistakes and come back stronger. They would come back stronger, more determined than ever. The journey had just begun, and the best was yet to come.